two 20-year-old guys talking about 30 lakh worth of revenue in 30 minutes sounds stupid, right? For most of the people did. But we were delusional, and that delusionalness actually made what we are today. We were just two guys building a watch brand for women.
So this is Lecrec, a watch where the dial isn't a print, it's an actual stone. Take a look at these, same watch, same color, right? At Lecrec, two dials can never be the same. Because if you see clouds, they form every new shape every second. And that's how stones are. Each and every stone is different from one another.
Watches in India are massive. It's a 60,000 crore market. But look at who owns it. Titan, Fossil, Casio.
We wanted the real stuff. 316L stainless steel, sapphire crystal glass, and a Swiss movement inside. And honestly, it was all. The dials had wrong, the color wasn't right, so we did again and again. It took a few rounds, but slowly it started looking like a thing we had in our heads.
Hi, I'm Lakshya, I'm 20.
And I'm Divyansh, and I'm 21.
And we just sold over 30 lakh worth of watches in 8 minutes.
Okay, go buy yourself a watch. Anything under 15k. You'll notice something. They all kinda look the same. A round dial, 3 hands, and a logo slapped on top. Now cover the logo for a second and tell me which one's which. Yeah, you can't. And honestly, neither could we. Because it's the same watch underneath and you're basically just paying for the name. So we kept thinking, like, what if a watch wasn't like that? What if there was only just one of one?
So we made 300, every single one numbered. We had almost 10,000 people on a legit waitlist. So the idea of making the watch was not the first idea how we actually came up to Lecrec. It started with some skincare experiments, some perfumery experiments, a lot of different consumer spaces. But we had one common point, that we both used to love watches. And one day randomly, Divyansh asked me कि जिस दिन बहुत सारा पैसा होगा हमारे पास उस दिन क्या करेंगे? बोला दोनों भाइयों को पसंद है वॉच ब्रांड बनाना. That was the point where we realized that Indian watch market was broken, especially for women, where everything was just resized and relabeled. It was not designed for them. It never felt that it was truly theirs. Here's something that we didn't know back then. Watches in India are massive. It's a 60,000 crore market, heading to almost $8 billion by 2030. But look at who owns it. Titan, Fossil, Casio, all built for men. But for women who want something in 10 to 15k price range, there's basically just two options. A fashion brand that looks nice but cuts corner on what's inside, or a proper watch where she suddenly spends 40-50k and there's this whole gap in the middle. There's just nothing in the range she can look at and go, okay, that's one for me. Felt a bit mad to us, like the whole market just skipped her. That's the gap. That's what we went after.
First problem was actually making it. We wanted the real stuff. The same things that go into a watch 10 times the price. So we went to Chandni Chowk, Noida, where we could find every factory in India. Everyone said the same thing. Can't be done here, not at this quality. That was a low point. We were sitting like, okay, we can't even build the first one. So we looked outside, Hong Kong, Japan. A month and a half of calls at odd hours, talking to factories who didn't really take two college kids serious. But eventually, one of them said yes. Then it's CAD drawings, renders, 3D prints, finally, samples.
Now we had a watch, but there was one question that kept pulling us apart in different directions. This is where me and Divyansh argued a lot.
I wanted it unisex because bigger markets, more buyers, and simple business sense.
And I kept saying no, it has to be for women, right? Because nobody is building for them. And that was the whole point.
I think we should collect data.
So we did one thing that actually settles an argument like that. We took all the watches outside. We went to Galeria, 32nd Avenue, stopped a couple of hundred people and just asked them what they felt. And it was so clear, the women got instantly the stone, the whole idea. Most of the men didn't even knew what a stone dial was. And that was it. We stopped arguing and we made it a women's only brand. Now, before any of this went live, we made 3 calls and they were the reason why we voted. First, no big launch. We would put up a waitlist first and just see how many people actually cared. Second, we'd actually keep it very scarce. 300 pieces, each 100. Once they are gone, the exact watch never comes back. Third, we'd be completely honest what's inside. The steel, the glass, the movement, all the stuff. Every other brand in this range qualifies to hide. We generally thought maybe a couple hundred people would sign up, right? We got 10,000. When it stopped feeling like maybe, but a waitlist isn't money, right? And we were were still two random guys asking you to trust us with your 10,000 rupees. So we did it slow. Unscalable thing, right? So we called them one by one. Actually got on a phone call with people who were on our waitlist. And then we dropped 300 pieces. All gone in 8 minutes. 35 lakh rupees in bank account. We just sat there, refreshing the screen. We have sold one drop. And that's it. We were honestly still figuring this out. But it's a start.
And for once, it's a watch we actually want people to look at.